cleaned up a bunch of this stuff this morning. Got it out the trail here. See, my saws are down here. Four-wheeler was actually doing pretty dang good just then. It wasn't doing that great earlier, that's for sure. But I changed the carburetor in this thing. Brand spanking new carburetor and fuel filter. I'm not too sure what exactly is wrong with this thing, but that wasn't it. It's kind of, it's like it'll run good for a little bit, and then it'll start sputtering and being like it was. And it was even worse this morning, and now it's running good. So I think it's something maybe with the ignition coil, maybe. It's definitely not the carburetor. I put a brand new carburetor on it, doing the exact same thing. But I'm learning. I'm gonna be learning a lot more about these things, obviously, because I might keep working on it. But changed the spark plug. I put a brand new NGK spark plug in it, and I think it might just be the ignition coil in the pack or whatever you call it. Could be that. Seems likely. It's definitely like a fire issue. But today is the day I need to cut this tree up here somewhere and drop it down so I can start milling here. Get us some 2x. I think we got plenty of boards for deck boards and wall boards to finish the walk ramp and the front wall. But now I just need me some 2x to do more framing. And I think I'm gonna come out here somewhere. It looks like I gotta drop it. I guess I'll measure it, see how much I need it to come down, and then I'll measure up here to find out where I want to cut it, because I need it to drop that far. So that's what I'm gonna do first. And I need to drop this on something to hold it up off the ground. I think this side's pretty good. It's I cut a V out of this piece of wood here, so it's kind of sitting in a V there. So I don't think that's going anywhere unless this part falls and then the back bounces. It could come off, but I think that's unlikely. I think that should stay there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get the tape measure. I guess stand down here and see how far I need this to drop down. Then we'll measure up here and figure out how far we need to measure down. Really, all I care about is the 16-foot length to get some 2x. I mean, I do kind of care, but I mean, I got to do what I got to do here. So I just got to figure out where I need to cut this thing. I could just cut it like 16 foot 6 inches and just drop the whole thing down. But I kind of like it all the way across the valley here. That could make my life a little easier. So I don't know, I'm gonna think this out for a minute, do some measurements and see what we got to do. Stay on the tape. 16 right there. There's 16.6 about there. So that's where we're going to be milling, right there. And that is high up off the ground. I'm going to need it to be about this high. To safely mill, I'd want it about that high. So I mean, really, it's just got to come down about what? Basically 2 foot. See if we can get it to drop right there and stay. This side I think is low enough, but when I go around the other side, I think it's not. I didn't even realize I'd be standing on the other side, milling kind of this way. Yeah, we gotta come down a little lower. Gotta bring it down another 2. Alright, let's do this again. Marks over here, that is perfect. Perfect. You're getting us some 16-foot 2x. We can definitely mill this thing now. I'll bend over as usual, start right here, work my way down, and then I'll be walking down here pretty much, standing up, milling down here. It's about up to my waist here. So that's pretty good. That is pretty good. We mounted. Pretty level there. This thing pretty much adds 2.5 inches here. Then you got your screws here that are going down into the wood. So they're going down a little bit into the wood. I think I've measured before. I can go 5.5 inches and just barely miss those screws that you can't see, that are in the wood like this. So I like to go 6 and go ahead and just make sure I clear those screws and don't hit them with the chain. Do the first cut. So I gotta set this off for 6 inches and get busy. I got this thing floored right now. Brand new carburetor. Brand new spark plug. I mean, it's gotta be the ignition coil. I mean, it's either air getting in the system or it's just something fouling out. You know what I mean? It's running. It runs. So it's gotta be the ignition coil. Something like that with spark to make it do that. Watching videos on it, and I watched one video and a guy's four-wheeler, or a guy's customer's four-wheeler was doing that. And he did like the ignition coil, and he did the I can't think of what it's called. It spins around and does like a spark type deal. I can't even think of what that's called. But that thing, I guess, is right in here. Whatever, I can't think of what that's called. It kind of spins right here. That keeps kind of like a magneto or whatever. What the heck is that thing called? I can't even think of it. I'll have to look that up. But I've been learning a little bit about these things, been watching videos. The guy that I'm talking about, it turned out to be the carburetor after he changed parts that he didn't even need to change. And then he took the carburetor apart, something was broken there. So he fixed that, and then it ran like a top. But he was thinking that it was spark, you know, on that four-wheeler. So I changed the carburetor first. It wasn't that. So I'm thinking it's gotta be spark. And I think the best place to start is the ignition module thing, you know? Oh, but man, good grief. I gotta keep milling, man. Dang. All right, we got it here. I just put a brand new NGK spark plug in this thing. So, heck yeah, this thing ought to run like a top. And we got it set for 6 inches. Big old gap in between that mill and the bar. So we're gonna put it up here and do our first cut, and hopefully do at least a couple more cuts. It looks like I'm gonna get about, I don't know, maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe about 4 16-foot 2x. That's why I usually start it after I sharpen the chain and everything, before I bring it out here, because now the chain's a little too loose. And I didn't bring the wrench with me. Wow. I could tell a huge difference in that new spark plug. It had a lot more power than last time I used it. And I could tell I sharpened the chain way better than I did last time too. That thing was cutting very, very nice. All right, now I gotta set this thing to my 2-inch board thickness. And we'll be milling boards. Oh yeah. They can grease the tip while the mill's up high out of the way. There we go. Nothing now. I think that's the hardest thing about winter. It's just the short days. Man. It's like 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock and you feel like it's 10. It's so dark. All right. Let's see if we can get this down to 2. Loosen that up some. All right, we get 2 on that one. I like just hand tighten them. At first with this, I'm not fumbling with that ratchet. All right, that's gonna come up a tad bit. Right there. All right. Looks good. Dang right. Now we just gotta gas it up and oil it. What's up?
My mom needs some chocolate chips for peanut butter. A peanut butter cookie. She has ingredients for a peanut butter cookie.
Dang.
They need chocolate chips. Do you have any?
edge in there, but it's actually picking up, bowing up. Those are some pretty 2x. Not that you can get too excited about the beauty, because you know they're going to be used for framing, but a lot of this is going to be used to finish up the framing on the porch and stuff. I guess some of it might end up being visible, but I think that's about it today. Man, I got a lot cleaned up today. Got the face cut and one board cut. Tomorrow I'll come back out here and mill a few more and finish this thing up. Right. Might as well drag this board out of here while we're at it. We're gonna need some more of these to finish our walk ramp in the porch. So might as well take it over there. Do it. Getting boards. Getting boards. It's exciting hauling boards over here. Dang. Long lost cabin. What's up? We gotta cut a flat edge on this thing, so we gotta put it right here. Oh, this thing will be ready to be cut. Oh yeah. Guess I gotta get all my tools cleaned up. That's about it. Holly and Ellie, I made some peanut butter and M&M cookies. Dang right. So I'm taking me a little break right here in the woods. Tomorrow is gonna be the day. We're gonna come get a couple more of these. Few more, however many we can get out of here, and we're gonna also drag those over to the cabin. I don't know, at least one more over to the cabin probably. I'm thinking I'll need 2 maybe to finish the cabin deck and the walk ramp. The other ones that go up on the drying rack. It's been a great day. I've been thinking about this tree for like 4 or 5 days now, just thinking about doing this. So finally, I'm not thinking about it anymore. I dropped that end down, got it lower for myself to mill, got the face cut off. Just that I would have been happy with today. But we actually got us a board too, and actually got it over to the cabin. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go relax by the fire for a little bit and drink me some coffee, get me some shut-eye, and hopefully wake up early, motivated to mill these things, because I'm ready to finish this cabin. Let's start on the next one. Love y'all. God bless y'all. Have a good night. Or day. Or morning. Or whenever you're watching. Oh. See y'all later.